can't. I'm Captain Kirk. So I didn't get off. And then the ship rises, and there's this elephant. They talk about the elephants, and you think you're going to die. It's so heavy, it crushes you. And for about 4 or 5 breaths, suddenly it's gone. You've gotten to out of the reach of gravity. And then somebody says, you're weightless. And we had strapped ourselves into a 5-point harness. Undo the harness, suddenly we're floating. Now, Jeff Bezos had done the first flight, and the ship, the spaceship was, you can imagine, had cameras everywhere. So there is a shot of one of the richest men in the world who owns Blue Origin, floating with his back to camera, up, so his legs are like that, like this. And they had invited on the ship Jeff, his brother, a woman astronaut who hadn't made it into space, and a kid about 14 or 15, one of these kids here. And the kid was throwing candies at Jeff's little bottom.
Yeah.
Because of the kids, I won't use the name. It starts with an A. And that's what they were having fun with. I was so consumed with seeing what was going to happen, I didn't care about weightlessness. I went to the window. I looked out the window, and I looked like this, and I could see the air disturbed. The wake of the spaceship was making, going through like a speedboat going through water. This thing was going through the air. I could see rivulets of air being disturbed. I've never heard anybody talk about the air being awake, being a disturbance. And then I looked forward, and I saw the blackness of space. Now, you can imagine, given the fact that I'm supposed to be knowledgeable, I've tried to study as much as possible about space and formations of stars and what the moon, how the moon was started, and all the mysteries that everybody knows about. I've tried to study and learn and be familiar with it. None of that was there. It was black. I've been in a cave in Kentucky where they shut the door. I don't know whether any of you have done that, but the blackness is so palpable, so there, that you start to lose your balance. You have no orientation. That's how black that was. That was death. I look back, and I see the beige of the Texas desert, and I see the white clouds and the blue sky, and that's life, death. And then I was overwhelmed, which was a feeling I didn't recognize until I landed and was able to get away. I was overwhelmed with a deep